Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Burma. 1870 right now in Victoria 3. I'm Carix, and we are continuing with this playthrough. And I think we're doing a good job. I think we are finally sort of breaking through. We're going to be doing a lot of things that the industrialists are going to support. So, this doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter at all. They're at 20. They're so happy with us. Freedom of thought. We're working on this. Arts Academy level greater or equal to 3. So we just need a level 3 Arts Academy, and we just need to pass protected speech. Okay. I don't know what this gets us. It triggers thought, the thought, the word, and the ideal. Yeah. We'll eventually swing back around to protected free speech, but right now I guess we're still kind of benefiting from it somewhat. The censorship. Although we're not really suppressing groups anymore, right? And economically, we don't really need to be doing consumption taxes as much. So, and at some point, I actually do think we might kind of remove these decrees because the balance between the industries is a little bit out of whack. And eventually we're going to lose the authority to be able to have those, so it might just be worth the impact of this. Okay, we must not let this distract from other work. The impact of this effort is proportional to the literacy. Okay. It is fortunate that we already have educated people. Parents who have experienced teaching children at home are offering to assist as teachers in rural areas to facilitate the new public school system. Yeah, I don't think we want to distract from other work. I see what we're saying here. It's going to pass by itself. I don't want to be reducing agricultural output for not much gain. Although I guess it didn't pass. I guess that's why we got that message. It just didn't pass. We have 82% legitimacy. Everything is fine. I mean, it'd be great if these groups could join up or, or if we sort of knocked out some of the influence that these guys are experiencing, but industrial boom, that sounds good. Investment pool doing its thing. In fact, I don't know what just happened, but that just spiked up quite a bit. Oh, we're building less. Okay, so let's go through and actually, you know what, let's take a moment to manage the building balance here. This is not making money. I'll believe it when I see it. We might need to actually import sugar. That might be something we need to do. And I'm wondering how easy it would be to import it from just our neighbor. There's got to be someone in the region making sugar, right? Doesn't require convoys, so yeah, let's set that up. I think this will be okay. We just got to let that go a bit. Furniture factory is just insanely productive. We need more of them is what we need. This tool, yeah, that's right. We want to move up to here. It's saying it's going to cost, wait a second. How is this going to cost us 23,000 to make this adjustment? That's ridiculous. It's going to use 160 steel. How much steel do we have? This isn't accurate. Don't we have 2 steel? Yeah, we have 2 different steels. This would give us even 50 more. It's not making anything because it doesn't need anything. This will be, trust me, this will be fine. This will be fine. Where's our automotive thing? That's productive. That's productively making, hopefully making everything it needs. This makes 180. This uses 30, so that leaves 150. 150, isn't that exactly what this needs? 160. Looks fairly balanced to me. Don't know what it's complaining about over here. That's going to give us a huge amount of additional... it's going to save us iron, I think. But we'll get extra tools, and we could use those extra tools here to produce a lot more iron. A lot more iron, it looks like. And we need more coal. We need more coal. With that extra lead, we can actually go up to this, I think. And we'll have to see how all this kind of balances out. We'll just have to see how all this balances out in a minute or two. But almost guaranteed we need more coal. Oh, we have gold mines. Oh, we can build. Oh, wait a second. We might be discovering gold mines down here eventually, but they just haven't like kicked in yet, I guess, or something. I don't know. But it's showing up down there. Yeah, we need a lot of coal. One more of these probably won't hurt. I think our demand for wood is actually going down, right? Because of those coal mines are going to use more explosives. We need more explosives. Eventually we'll need more steel. This will actually use, let's set up, whoops, what am I looking at? Let's actually start to set up an arms industry. And that's going to use steel and hardwood. 25, 25. I think we honestly need even more than this. At least three. At least three. We need tons more furniture factories as well. And yeah, we're already building that. Okay. Here we go. Got a lot of stuff to build, but I think it's all going to be very, very good once it gets built. Why exactly are we making so much money right now, though? It makes me wonder, do we need to actually increase our construction sector? And let's do it at least by 1. Why are we making so much money? In fact, I almost don't even want to look at the balance right now until we're done. Oh, it does actually say we got a wood issue here? Where's this wood being, how is this being consumed? Construction sector's using a bunch of wood. Why are the tool workshops using wood? It should be using iron mostly, right? The paper mill. Okay, let's set up an import. Well, I don't know, an import for wood. Perfect. That's literally perfect. Just send us all the wood from China. This didn't pass again? Oh my gosh. We only need to pass like 7 things in the whole. We've defeated the game, basically. 44%. There we go. So here we go. The conservative movement is losing its steam here. I don't know why they had so much steam initially, but there we go. No, we don't care about the conservative group getting momentum. As soon as these arm industries start getting made, what we need to do is actually go tell them to actually work on... Oh, wait, we don't have rifles? Hold on. We don't have rifles. Where is that in the tech tree? Rifling. Uses steel instead of iron. So we are going to be using iron instead of steel out of there, unfortunately. We're going to be using steel for the cannons, at least. So that's steel. We're building, yeah, we're building another steel mill. That is going to be used. Look at this. Look at this. What is going on with our money right now? We are literally entering a golden age right now. This is what a golden age looks like, folks. I mean, I'm almost wondering, are we going to be able to move up to steel building construction soon? We'd have to be producing a lot more steel and a lot more glass and a lot more explosives. I hesitate to be too quick about this because all of that construction is going to require more paper, I'm sure. We need more ports. There we go. Public schools are done. Let's make sure. Apparently we don't have the bureaucracy to do that. That's fine. Get this up to the tippy top here. Set up a steel import. I don't get it. Does that do something for us? Or that's just, it just makes it so they don't get angry with us? It's fine. You can be angry with us. Because you'll be happy when we pass this. 44% now. How are the landowners not marginalized? Can someone explain that to me? Have we had our elections yet? We did. How are the landowners not marginalized? Just because they're part of the Conservative Party? I'm tempted to try out of 44. This would make the industrialists very happy, and then we could swing around and do protectorism, and then we could swing around and try to get rid of the monarchy. Now, it's kind of ironic that the very final thing we might actually do in this run is get rid of the monarchy. How are we making 30-something thousand? Dang, if we had more glass and more steel production, we legitimately possibly could actually move to steel frame building. So after we did feminism, we might actually go over and do that. The other thing cool here is the gantry cranes allow us to modernize our ports. That's huge. That is huge. That cannot be understated. Although I'm looking at this and thinking, dang, we might be able to actually just bump up our building production double. Doesn't hurt anything. Let them celebrate. 30% clout for the intelligentsia. Okay, so the military, let's get these guys to start using at least some arms, right? Because we're building up. How to use 20 cannons? We're going to tiptoe this a little bit. We're going to tiptoe this. Although with the industry and munitions plant, and that's going to use more lead, and it's going to use explosives. So let's get another lead thing. And instead of getting more explosives that way, I'm kind of wondering how close are we to being able to actually upgrade this to this vacuum. This requires dynamite invention, right? So this would give us 90 more explosives at just doing that. So I don't think we need more chemical plants. I think we just need to get dynamite. It'll only take 3 years. I think we do that and we do the steel frame buildings. We combine both of those things and we try to, by the time those two techs are done, within 6 years, I want to double our construction. That's going to be the goal. It's going to be the goal, which is going to require a lot more glassworks. In fact, actually, with the glassworks, what other additional production modes can we look forward to? Oh, wait, that needs oil. That's way in the future. 2 more for glassworks. And then one more. Let's double the steel again. We didn't pass this, unfortunately. Actually, there's no point doing the steel frame first. Let's do the dynamite first. Wait, we never got the reinforced concrete? It's auto-spreading at least. Oh, wait. No, it's not. We clicked off of it. Let's get that first. Then let's get dynamite. Then we might even need the open hearth. There's a lot of good stuff here. Now we need all this stuff. Now we need all of this stuff. All of this furniture is going to use even more wood. All this stuff's going to use more and more wood. Oh, that's right. We're importing tons and tons of wood. We're doing that. Are we really trading with Poland? I mean, seriously. How fast are we colonizing down here, actually? Because we could set up a second one in... we could set up a second one in Chile, and I don't think it would be that... in Patagonia, and I don't think it would be that problematic. But it would cut this in half, essentially, is what it would do. At 100, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I'm tempted to say let's stop trading with... I mean, literally, yeah, bringing in furniture, that's it. Yeah, we're not even trading with Poland anymore. We're basically, to be honest, we're mostly just trading with our neighbor. Let's wait a week or two for that to update. Although, it looks like whatever we just did, like, completely annihilated the surplus that we were making there. I don't know if they were trading with us or something and we didn't notice. I'm not sure. Let's start in let's start here. Oh, Patagonia, I guess, is classified as over here. Chile is going at how fast is Chile doing this? We're doing every 200. We're going faster than Chile. Argentina's going fairly fast. Once this is done, though, we can do double down over there. So. Can't remember. How much does this make? 50? I think 50 is all we need for the 50 troops we have, right? 20 for 20, yeah. So once that munition plan is done, we'll change that around. Nobody supports agrarianism, but for some reason it's there. I mean, the rural folk do, but I mean, they're not actually getting radical over it. Oh wait, we passed something good. So the compulsory primary schools. Women's suffrage is something that might make the landowners revolt. I'd make the petite bourgeois upset. This would make the petite bourgeois even happier. If we're gonna get the landowners upset, let's just see if they let's see if they jump onto something. They're jumping onto agrarianism for some reason. Don't know how that's gonna work for you. What just happened to our funds? Like, we just went from plus 20,000 to minus 20,000? There's no way the schooling did that. Schooling doesn't affect that at all, I don't think. It's just a bureaucracy thing. We do need more bureaucracy, though. Wait, did I edit the No, I didn't edit those. Yet. What the heck happened here? Our tariff income just tanked. Are you at war? No? Inactive trade routes? Inactive trade routes? Inactive trade routes. Is it because we were both only connected because we both had an interest in Poland? No, you have an interest in Indochina. Why are these inactive? Why are these trade routes inactive? A lot of this is actually probably coming from discrimination, to be honest. No, not much. Not much, actually. Is your opinion of us changed or something? What's going on? Cautious? Why are these inactive? What the heck? We've even lost a bunch of our convoys. How did that happen? Hmm. What is going on here? If we pretended like we were going to set up a trade route with them for hardwood or something, does it say why we can't here? Must have a strategic interest in must have an interest in a strategic region where the other country's market is present for trade to be possible. Like wait, are we not in Indochina? I'm confused here. Indochina. Interests, Indochina. Now it doesn't show our flag here, which seems kind of weird to me. I mean, the only thing I can think is that, like, we need to cancel this, clearly, and see if this fixes it. But I don't know why I don't know why this is something that needs fixing. It's actually kind of amazing we're only losing this much, considering the economy is literally flipped upside down because of this. Yeah, I'm gonna pull this back, and I guess we'll take a specific interest here. And when that kicks in, we'll see if these become activated again, I guess. I don't know. I don't get this. They legitimately didn't have an interest in this? Even though it says they do? That's so silly. That is so silly. We're neighbors, for crying out loud, and I think they literally exist. Don't they exist within our region? Maybe not. Maybe just barely not. Like, literally the border itself. Like, I mean, come on, guys. Notice how the petite bourgeois just tanked? All these have to level up again now. All of this has to reconfigure itself. That is chaos is what that is. That's so ridiculously silly. Now, one thing that we can do, I believe, to fix this is actually building naval bases. Will give us extra... I don't know exactly how many. How much will this cost? I'm going to build 5 naval bases, and I'm going to see if that's enough to actually get us an interest group, because naval bases can get you interest group. This is something it took me way too long to learn this. Way too long to learn this. So we have women's suffrage. That's done. Migration controls would make the petite bourgeois happier. That tariff value is not coming up as fast as it should be. It was quite a bit higher than this. Okay, now we just snap. Oh, wait, those ports got built fast. Hold on. Where do we see our number of interests? Naval bases in Pagu 0.00. Okay, they're probably coming online. Did we build all 5 of them already? What's going on here? They're staffing people right now. Obviously, we might need to import man at wars. We actually probably could. This is chaos is what it is. It's absolute chaos. We can't even evaluate our economy right now because... I mean, are we doing this trading or are we not doing this trading? It says 900 fabric is coming in. All of these trade routes are not inactive anymore. Don't like the fact that we're exporting arms. We should be using our arms. And with that, I think we need to actually just make more arms factories. Yeah. Which eventually we'll use steel once we get the rifling, and I don't know, did that kick in yet? We were talking about that a little while ago. It did kick in. So actually, if we go... Actually, we might not even need to do anything too crazy here. 30 more. Okay, so if we look at arms... We're going to be using 50. We're making 50. I think that might not have updated fully. Bringing the cost down is not a bad thing, though, remember. And then we need a little bit more here. Oh, no, we're overproducing there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We might be okay here, even without making this one. We're going to let that kind of simmer for a second. And the munitions should be just right, too. We're going to let that all balance out for a moment. Why in the world did we lose that interest with the market there? That's insane. Repeater? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Okay, well, let's try to balance some things out regardless of how catastrophe, the catastrophe that is happening now. Try to build up our self-sufficiency a bit, I guess. Honestly, the market's not even looking that scary right now. Hold on a second. We have way too much consumption of, or production of services, but again, that's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. And we could just reduce services by a lot to save a bunch of coal. And that kind of balances the services out and saves us a bunch of coal, which brings down the cost of... That should end up being a good thing. That's right, we have a couple fishing wharfs, don't we? Need a lot more dye coming in. Can't make that ourselves. Okay, we have too much sugar, and we're not making enough groceries. So I think actually bolstering the food industry. Whoa, how is this at negative 20 from the trains? We need to get another rail there, clearly. We probably need to put that at the tippy top. More independence when it comes to the farming there. How's tea looking? That's always been something that we've been able to make without too much issue. Oh, actually, we're doing fine on tea. Extra iron's not a bad thing. Extra furniture, not a bad thing. Extra tools, not a bad thing. Kind of interesting that we don't have more demand for some of this stuff. We were kind of pumping glass, right? Because we're kind of trying to... We were pumping glass... The market's not that bad right now. I don't know exactly. I mean, I don't... You know, we're losing money, so the tariffs aren't flowing in the same way, but... as they were... Like, I'd like to set this up with, you know, the American market. The thing is, if the American market is willing to trade with us, then clearly that means, oh, no, let's do the British market. I was going to say, clearly, if they're willing to trade with us, then we don't have to maintain... I'm questioning. We're very reliant on trading with Chin market, but I'm actually kind of wondering, should we be? You know what I mean? Like, can we actually sort of detach ourselves here from them? What is this? I don't know. I'm not... We're bringing this back around, but a second ago we were thinking we were entering a golden age, and now, you know... Now not so much. They have an interest in Indochina. I don't understand. Why do we have to maintain our interest with them to trade with them? I don't get that. Reducing the landowner support is always a good thing. Or just their base, I mean. Actually, pumping up the rural folk's really not that great for us because the rural folk really aren't helping too much at this point. How are we actually doing on explosives? How is this an unprotective trade route? Do we not need... Oh, please tell me we got another declared interest. 0.04 from naval bases? Oh, come on. 0.04? There must be some production modes here that we're missing. Navy, maximum declared interest, 0.62. Okay. 0.05, it's saying. But we're not even at 0.05. Because this thing probably isn't hiring people. Why? So what would it take to actually research ironclad? Where are we on that? It take a few years to get down there. If these were fully staffed, we would have another interest group. You know what? We're going to build our own shipping. This is getting ridiculous. Our own shipping industry. In which case we might actually need... we might actually need more wood too. Oh wait, we could make sulfur? Oh, we can make it in Chile. If we can continue to colonize that area, we'll actually have people to work that. That would be nice. Okay, we got some new parties that formed up. How did they organize themselves? The rural folk aren't really contributing anything. In fact, what the heck? How is our legitimacy at 0? Oh my gosh, so that's not even been making any progress. Conservative, that doesn't help. Oh my gosh. This is catastrophic. We were at 80% legitimacy a second ago. This party's getting 50% of the vote. That's going to matter. 16-7. 7% of the vote for them. Who are the people that are supporting this, though? Industrialists and the trade unions and the petite bourgeois. I'm going to just kick these guys out for now. I know it's going to create some... It's going to make some progress. Once the election happens, we'll be able to... And why didn't they just stay in the party? Now this is rebounded finally after the devastation. And then hopefully just building, getting a shipping yard going so that we can make our own man-at-wars, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I don't even know. I don't even know what the heck we're doing at this point. lot of our glass is being shipped away. That's not our choice. So we can go in and find that route. And try to protect additional tariff on exports. I really wish that if a country set up a trade route with you, it was in a different section. Like there's the trade routes you set up and there's ones that everybody else sets up. And those fundamentally need to be in different, like doesn't that make kind of common basic sense? If we actually had more fish production, or if we were able to import fish, which that isn't that hard to do. Lots of places tend to make a lot of fish. This would use more tools, more fabric, more dye, and make a ton more clothes. Which we could use more clothes. I don't know if we could use that many additional clothes. But this would be fairly good. I think we have the tools available. We don't probably have the fabric available, though. But the trade route could flex, right? It's saying we'd lose money if we did that. I'm hesitant to believe it. That's more tools. We have plenty of tools. How are we still doing on wood? Plenty of wood. So that how is that not going to be profitable? Anyways, whatever. We got that changed. Need more lead, apparently. We don't need to double the lead. Just 40% more will be fine. This is saying that we could actually use more fertilizer. That's a little bit interesting to me to hear. We're trading in what we can with dyes, but we could adjust the trade routes. We're still kind of trying to balance things out here, to be honest. And I guess paper is still kind of a constant need. And it looks like we're going to need more railway in Burma. Okay, that was a little bit of a scare. But we're kind of back to where we were. We just need another interest. We need another interest, and I think we are on the precipice of earning another one. 0.04. Can you explain to me how is that 0.04? Naval base. This literally says maximum declared interest 0.00, like 1.00. So if this is fully staffed, come on. Tell me it's at least increasing its staffing, right? We have money. I'm pouring money into this, like, right? This is a government building. It's a government building. It shouldn't, like... It could maybe be like a qualification issue or something, I guess. I guess we've been doing a lot of building, but... we need the authority to put this down. Workers of the world. Well, we don't care about the landowners anymore. They're irrelevant. The industrialists are fairly happy overall, so... but so are the trade unions. If we... you know, is there really a qualification issue? This is insane. This is insane. if I cut the agricultural output, how much is this going to hurt? It's our main agricultural state. Eventually, we kind of need to knock those out, to be honest. How bad is our legitimacy at the moment? Oh, did we just have that election? So kicking out the industrialists will get our legitimacy up. However, the industrialists are one of the peeps that support this change. If we added... No, that would reduce. Okay. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Do we need the intelligentsia for anything? Hold on. Do we need the intelligentsia for anything right now? They don't support this. We do need them, I believe, for... I mean, honestly, even the industrialists would support this. And we need them for... We do need them again, but we'll swing back around and grab them, pick them up. For now, though, I think this is going to be better. And we had the election, so we were able to do that without creating radicals. Okay, that was a little bit of a longer episode. I was kind of thinking, I thought we were going to actually go to I literally thought we'd go to steel frame buildings in this episode, potentially. I thought we were going to do this, but then we had that scare, somehow losing our ability to trade with the Great Chin. And we can't even colonize down here because of that. We're still working on down here, though, right, at a brisk pace, but I can't believe we're having to waste our interest group just to trade with someone that we border. It's totally nonsensical. And technically these navies are coming online, but they're coming online so slowly. And the only thing I can imagine, it is a qualification issue. But I've never ran into that before, in all honesty. I've never tried to build 10 naval bases at once, though. Yeah, I'm wondering what exactly... I'm kind of wondering what exactly is going on there. Because there's a lot of people in Pegu, is there not? 133,000. I mean, come on, let's get into these jobs. Right? Let's get into these jobs. Anyways, this was a bit of a longer episode. Thanks everybody for being here, though. Really enjoying this run, just having a great time. Thanks guys for being here. GDP's at 22 million. I mean, that's something. So, and I think we still will be able to move to steel frame buildings maybe in the next episode. That's going to be a huge boost. I mean, that's going to put us into the stratosphere. That might even make us like a major regional power, and give us more interest groups that way. I don't know. We'll have to see. Guys, thanks everybody for being here. I'll see you guys in the next episode.